Last Christmas, we watched furry things, and the year before that, we watched an OG. This year, to save me from fears, I'm going to watch a remake. Hi. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. Today, we are going to dive back into kind of an original and something that's been on my list for quite some time. Mainly because I like the original so much, but also I've been putting it off because the original was so good. And that is, of course, going to be Black Christmas from 2006. This is a remake, of course, of the 70s Black Christmas that I reacted to on this channel 2 years ago at this point. So I think it's time to finally get around to this one. Now, I totally forgot about the 2006. Like, I knew there's also a 2019 one, and I was planning on watching that. But then someone in my Discord reminded me of the 2006 version, and we just have to look at this cast list. I mean, we have some iconic people. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Michelle Trachtenberg, Lacey Chabert from Mean Girls. So we have a very star-studded cast, and this actually has very good ratings, which I'm surprised about. At least on IMDb or Amazon or whatever. It says out of 5 stars, it has a 4.3. 2,000 ratings, which I don't know if more people just didn't like it, didn't rate it, and that's why the rating seems so high, but holy crap, that seems very good. So I'm excited to dive into this one. I mean, I love the OG, like I said, and it seems like this one's just gonna be a fun time as well. So if you want to watch the full-length movie with me, then checking out the Patreon is the way to do so. Link for that will be in the description, or you can even join just for $1 a month. Give general support to me directly and the channel, and get access to videos earlier than when I post them here on YouTube. So if any of that tickles your fancy, once again, link for that will be in the description below. Okay, enough chit-chatting, enough discussing. It is time we dip our toes again into the pond that is Black Christmas, the horror movie. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I was kind of waiting for something. I was like, okay, it's really quiet. Oh, she's wrapping gifts. Okay. What? She just checked and there was something in there? Or, come on now. Oh no, what is this? Who's that? Boo, bitch. It's gonna be like her friend. Did I scare you? Something stupid and she's gonna spill her wine. Why? It can be something stupid. Oh! Oh! Well, that was a lead up, I will say. I kind of thought that it was gonna be something stupid, some BS. Hey bitch, Merry Christmas, oops, didn't mean to scare you. The party's downstairs, you know, just like some Pretty Little Liars-esque type of shit. Why would you use a full tiny carton of milk, the tiniest little thing of milk, to prop the door open? I mean, come on now. Is everyone an idiot?
Billy Lenz? It's the guy that killed his family at Christmas, back when I was a kid.
Poke your head inside.
It's it.
Check if he's been naughty or nice.
Why are you... Sir, you're supposed to be protecting us. Stop trying to cause chaos.
Tastes like chicken.
What?
Because it's chicken.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to be spooky just because you work in the criminally insane ward. You don't have to be scary. You can be a normal person. It's okay.
I can't wait till you see what I got you. I gotta be with my sorority sisters too. I mean, I've never really had a big family.
I'm your family now.
Yeah. What? That was so mysterious? I thought that it was gonna be like another girl that he was with. Now it looks like he's like killer.
Didn't I see Claire earlier? Isn't she upstairs writing a card to her sister?
That's who that was. I was like, are we ever gonna mention that? This is the same night.
To bury the hatchet with my sister. right in her head.
Now, where'd you get that? Eyeliner sharp enough to kill a man. That's what that is. I'll be home for Christmas. Oh, under the bed. That giant hole. Oh, he ripped out the toilet? Candy cane stab. Do it. Oh my god, Billy! Well.
Megan, are you okay? Yes.
What are you watching? Wait, is that her? Is that her? Is she watching herself? She is she not? Oh my god. Okay, that makes things even more chaotic than I was expecting. No. Why would you go up there? I mean, that would freak me out when I think of situations like this and whether my fight or flight would be kicked in. Always, it's flight. If I heard something like that in a different room, I'd be like, oh, I'm not going in there. No way, no how. I'm leaving. But if you want to be in a horror movie, you gotta be a fight type of gal, not a flight.
Claire?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What are you doing?
Oh my god! Ew! Oh my god! Oh! What was that? What'd he do? It's a stream of blood. And he's using the Santa suit to get out. He got no blood on the Santa suit? He just killed the original Santa in this thing and got no blood on it. Okay, well now he's naked.
Mrs. Mack, why don't you open the present we got you? Because we have to open Billy's present first. It's a 15-year Delta Alpha Kappa tradition. But can I say, I'm sorry, I'm really not okay with any of this. I mean, buying a Christmas present for a serial killer?
Yeah, what? They buy a gift for the serial killer?
Billy Edward Lenz was born with a rare liver disease that gave him yellow skin.
What? I'm sorry, but just like, huh?
Why are you bothering putting with those cookies? Santa ain't coming to see you. He's dead.
Oh my god. Just tell me you didn't get me anything for Christmas, alright? Okay, that dad looks like Mikey Day. I mean, the dad likes him. It looks like he's a good dad. I mean, I don't know. Oh, his dad secretly got him a Santa gift? That's actually really sweet. What's happening? I mean, I get that they're fighting, but like, are we supposed to be on someone's side? Oh! Wait, it looks like she's just sitting there. Who's killing him then? A boyfriend, I think, right? I mean, it seems like the mom was like cheating on him. I don't even know. I don't know. That was kind of confusing, but okay. What does him having yellow skin have to do with anything? Oh, okay, so they're just burying him underground. Yikes! He's gonna turn us in! Run! Hey, where are we now? How did you get there? I thought that you were just looking at your closet. Now we're in between the walls of the house? We crawled all the way up to the attic? We crawled all the way up to the attic! She's like, ah, shit. Only the dad knew the lock combination to the attic. Now our son's gonna stay up there and rot up there forever, I guess. Whoops.
Caller ID says Claire's cell.
What?
You really shouldn't provoke somebody like that.
What would you know about dealing with anyone other than your NASCAR daddy?
I'm going home.
We can't turn on each other. It's Christmas, and now we're gonna deal with the killer. Who are you? Who are you? Wait. I'm so confused. Are you supposed to be Billy? Like, I don't understand. I'm so confused. This movie's not doing a very good job of explaining things for me. I'm sorry, what is happening?
My little Agnes.
I don't know if I like this movie. What is... So that's who you are? This is somehow more disturbing than the original Black Christmas in the 70s. I didn't think that was possible. The original one was just so creepy. This one takes the cake though. Did she do this and Final Destination 3 the same year? Because that'd be iconic. I think she did, no? Oh shit. Ooh, that got me. It's you, is it not?
I tried to sneak into your room, but the window wasn't open, so
I saw that Megan's was, so I climbed up here to see you.
Okay, so he did hook up with that girl. Is that not what she was watching?
Does he think we're fucking stupid? You were in Megan's room. The call came from Megan's cell.
I'm sorry, but that fucking voice, that was not Megan or Kyle. That was the fucking devil, okay?
You know, you spoiled bitches.
Oh
You
my
bummed.
gosh.
I used to play on this street before they turned them into frat houses.
That bitch getting gifts on Christmas. How dare she?
There's nothing up there.
She doesn't even know that she has a brother, a dad, or whatever he is. That raises the question, like, how does he get fed? Where does he go to the bathroom? Who feeds him? And where does he go to take a shit? Oh. Ah! Ah! He loves eyeballs. Are cookie cutters even that sharp? Delicious. Santa. It just hangs over.
Little girl in the corner. She's hurt.
Is she still alive? Thought he killed her. Ew. I am a cannibal. I'm not excited about editing this and rewatching it, if I'm being completely honest. This is freaking gross. Also, if this is the 90s, how new is this sorority house? When did the sorority house get built? Or it be made into a sorority house? This is already the 90s. This movie came out in 2006. I'm assuming that the setting is supposed to be 2006. I do love how Christmas-y this movie is, I will say. Like the way it's decorated, so nice. Final Destination? Literally, Final Destination. Okay, also, why did that guy explain the whole lore of Billy? Don't they already know the lore of Billy? I'm assuming it's a tradition to give Billy a gift because he never got a Christmas gift, right? But also, if that's not the case, then why would they give him a gift? And also, they said it was a tradition for what, 15 years? Has it been 15 years? I don't know.
I'm her half-sister, 12 years older.
This movie's kind of random. Like, they're bringing a lot of, like, random pieces, it feels like. Now we have a random sister. I mean, now we have the story, I guess, of this girl's boyfriend cheating on her. Like, just super random things. Wait, I'm sorry. There's two different girls that got killed, right? There was a blonde girl that's cheating. Yikes. Oh.
A guy in my work, he got pissed off at me, and he stole my tapes.
How many are there, you fucking liar?
Yeah, plural. Oh my gosh. Okay, as chaotic as that is, that's not important right now. Okay, so there was the brown-haired girl from the very beginning. That is that girl's half-sister. And then there's also the blonde girl right now. It was just kind of confusing because they're looking in the blonde girl's room, but the sister's here. You know what I mean? How old is this house? I mean, everything's falling apart. There's a giant hole in the wall. The tiles in the bathroom are falling apart. I feel like the way they set this story up, even in the first one, was kind of confusing. This one, it's also confusing. What? How thin is the floor? It looks like it's paper thin. Oh my gosh, sometimes this movie's a little ridiculous. Luckily, that's not the only people I created in this house. I created multiple.
Of course.
How many people does this guy have? That is her favorite hole to shove cigarettes down.
Crazy bitch. I can see your breath.
Look at long hair. Unless that's a wig, like, I don't know who that could be. It's all very confusing.
Eve's car. She never left.
I'm getting kind of confused keeping up with all the names, if I'm being completely honest. Ah!
He's out here.
Is he out there or inside the house?
911 is experiencing heavy caller traffic because of the storm. And they said they can maybe be here in 2 hours.
2 hours? That's not, I mean, that's bad, but I thought it was gonna be like a day.
We are safer sticking together.
Mel, come on, we're leaving, let's go! I'm not leaving Lauren, you bitch!
Ha!
We're sisters.
Oh my gosh. We're sisters. Sorority sisters. That's stronger than any bond ever. They're splitting up. Let's see who made the right choice. Will the car even start?
Open up!
Why won't she open the door for her?
What are you doing? Here you go. What is that there?
Girl, don't you live around here? Oh. No! Not Mary Elizabeth. What's and she wasn't exactly next, she was right after, but he didn't even kill her. Like, the icicle just fell. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Like, who are you? Not Michelle Trachtenberg. Oh, okay, she was just like, bam, rip off the bag. Hurry, 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 hurry. Yes, we love a fighter. No, don't abandon it. No. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, this girl's the only one that's not in like danger, at least up until this point. But now are they gonna do that like famous death that was from the original with the hand coming out and like the crystal stuff or whatever stabbing? I mean, how drunk are you or were you? You don't feel any of this? Or you just don't care because you're so tired? Ah, you have the thing though! Like, who are you? And he grabbed onto it? Who is this? I love how they all have Christmas ringtones though. They all change their ringtones to Christmas time. No, like, why is he still here? I don't trust him. Kill him anyways. Damn, I was kind of rooting for her. I don't trust him. Dude, if it's not that guy, I'm gonna be very, very surprised. Because he is the most suspicious person I think I've ever seen in a movie. I mean, surely it's him. Like, why is he still here?
He's probably listening to us right now.
Yeah, and if I had a sister, I would expect her to go with you.
How would you know you don't have a sister?
She does.
Cause we are sisters, we stand together.
The second we see they're dead, we run the fuck out of this house.
No, you're going ahead of us, sir, when you have the freaking knife. I mean, I love that they're trying to preach, like, sisterhood throughout this whole movie. And then one of the sisters was, like, cheating with the boyfriend. I mean, he says it was before he met this current girlfriend, but still, I'm like, okay, sisterhood. Right. No! Oh my god! Oh, I'm gonna wait for him to die before I conclude that it's not him. Okay, it's not him. Can we stab this guy or something? Them and eyeballs. Why are they obsessed with eyeballs? Ugh, that's disgusting. The noise that they make. Ugh, the sound effect. Why do they have to make it so disgusting?
You're my family now.
Oh, she immediately was like, no, that's not happening. I've always wanted to eat my own eyeball.
And your brother's not here.
No, my daddy's here.
I mean, potato, potato. I mean, we gotta tell you, your brother is your daddy. Am I crazy, or does the actress that plays Agnes seem very familiar? Like, why do they have to go with the yellow tint skin thing? I just don't understand that. So much is going on. Ah! Oh my god! Now let's get out of the house. We need jackets first and foremost.
Still more questions than answers tonight at Clement University Hospital.
No, I won't be home till afternoon. Because he wants us to identify all the bodies. We've only done 2. Of course I know what day it is. The kids will have to wait.
Ugh. Does anyone like eggnog? I'm convinced no one actually likes it. It is the nastiest, most disgusting thing I have ever tasted in my entire life. If you like eggnog, I don't believe you. I just don't. I'm sorry. How are you still alive and barely burned? Now you feel like an asshole, whoever was talking to that guy on the phone, being like, it's Christmas and you have to work. Ugh, you're the worst. I love that, like, this killer's thing is crawling through, like, the walls and ceilings. Is there enough space for humans in between walls and ceilings? Can that actually hold your weight? It just seems like it would, especially those tile ceilings like that where you can just bloop, plop it up.
You okay?
No! No! Okay, we gotta show you that the door knob doesn't work. Ugh. Like, there's a giant snowstorm going out. The blue police can't get out there for 2 hours, but they can get oh my gosh, Christmas carolers to the hospital. The logic's not there. How are the Christmas carolers able to have better transportation than the police or the ambulance? Okay, keep trying the doorknob. Yes! Yes. Oh, okay, and then there's another one. Family forever, I guess. Oh my gosh, perfect. Ah! Oh, yes! Oh! Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know how I feel about this one. The original one, I think I gave a 7 out of 10. It was kind of a medium movie for me. It was definitely spooky and disturbing, and honestly, it had really cool cinematic shots as well. I love that this one feels so early 2000s, especially with the cast, and I love visually how this one is too, right? It's a lot more bright, and obviously the camera is a little bit better quality, things like that. Technically, it is a more crisp and clearer movie, and that I can appreciate, especially with the lighting. The lighting was so pleasing to the eye. However, the story, I feel like it got kind of mumble jumbled, and I kind of felt like that with the original, right? It was kind of confusing, and I gave the original a 7 out of 10, I think because it was disturbing, and it felt a little long because it felt like a 70s movies, right? They do the classic 70s horror movie thing where they gotta try to find information. There's a lot of like filler scenes of them just like hanging out with their boyfriends or whatever. And this one, it felt like the people's personal lives were not something to be considered. Their personal lives, all the sorority girls' personal relationships with their families or whatever, they weren't at stake. And it didn't really seem like much was at stake, except obviously, of course, people dying. That is something that is to be considered and to worry about. But it just felt like there weren't that many stakes. This one definitely was more disturbing though, which I didn't think was possible. I thought the first one was pretty disturbing just because his voice was really creepy and he had just like a creepy persona. This one, they really topped it off with having 2 killers, mind you. I don't think there was 2 killers in the first one, if I'm not mistaken. They added that aspect of like him having a sister, but they had 2 killers, and of course the weird gross aspect of the sisters and Billy's dad, but also the brother, like, ugh, that was just disturbing. That was kind of unnecessary in my opinion. That honestly grossed me out and I did not appreciate it. So I could have dealt without that aspect. I thought that there was gonna be a little bit more, I don't know, kind of honoring certain scenes or things from the first movie. I just remember particularly really liking the scene in the very first Black Christmas where I think it was like the sorority mom or whatever. I don't know if she was a sorority mom, but she was kind of just like the oldest sorority person, delegator. I don't know who she was. She was kind of in charge, right? There was a super cinematic, cool shot of her getting killed with like all like she has a bunch of crystal type of things. They didn't really establish that because of course they have Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I'm gonna use like the actresses' names because I forget their names in the actual movie. But Mary Elizabeth Winstead, of course, for Secret Santa, she got that crystal unicorn thing. They never established that that was something that she liked, but in the first one, that was something that girl liked, and that's why it was kind of cool to see her get killed by that, because there was like crystal animals that she collects all around her room, and she was getting killed with one of the crystal animals. So I just wish that they kind of fleshed out a couple things. I do kind of like that there was a little bit of mystery, at least on my part, for thinking that the boyfriend could be in on this. He definitely seems suspicious. He definitely seems sketch. It just seems like every little plot point that they added in wasn't really something too much to worry about. Like, there wasn't a lot at stake. The girlfriend, the main girl that survived, the final girl, forgot her name, her boyfriend was cheating on her. And it was kind of like, okay, and the girl that he was cheating on her with, I mean, listen, maybe he wasn't actually cheating on her and it was just before they got together, whatever. I don't know. Either way, it's like the girl that he was with was also in the same sorority house as the girlfriend. Like, I don't know these people personally. There should have been a lot more of them talking about their personal lives. You know what I mean? Of the cheater girl, or the girlfriend that got cheated on, or the boyfriend, or you know what I mean? Like there should have been like a little bit more at stake if that was the case. If she should have been like, you're the first person I'm bring home to my family, like this really means a lot. Or her saying for the first time, I love you. Something to make it more like, ooh, ah, that's painful. Or her being really close friends with that girl and it being like, ooh, ah, we gotta tell you something. But make it like that for every character. Make them more fleshed out. I just don't think many of the characters were fleshed out, if anything at all. I mean, of course, they try to make Lee, the sister that, or half sister, I guess, that stopped by, they try to make her a little more significant, try to give that character a little bit something, but it's like these people got killed off so early that it's like I don't even remember anything about them, and that's a problem. That's just my take on that. Make these people a little bit more personable or memorable, I guess, and I would care more if they got killed, which, not to be mean, but I didn't really care too much. I only cared about the people who had a little more character development, or the people who I just like the actress, like Michelle Trachtenberg. Obviously, I love her. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I love her, but that's because I love the actress, and their character in the movie wasn't really fleshed out super well. So that's just what I have to say on that. It is visually pleasing. It is a good movie to watch. I don't know if I would rewatch it just because it was really disturbing. Now I'm interested to see how the 2019 one, because I feel like they probably toned that one down way more, because obviously the 1970s one, they could really up it, but not too much because it's the 70s and that wasn't really a thing at the time. And the 2006 one, that was kind of like just gross, like cannibal, incest, nasty. They just really pulled all the stops out for that one. And the 2019 one, I feel like they'll pull back a lot for that one. So I don't know, maybe next year we'll make that a Christmas tradition. Next year we'll watch the final remake, the 2019 Black Christmas remake, and we'll see how that is. But yeah, this one, I don't know how I feel about it. Out of 10, I'd say probably like a 6 out of 10. I definitely like the original one better. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love gore and I don't mind gore. I actually prefer interesting deaths, you know me. I love just creative deaths or creative killers, things like that. However, this was just too much, honestly. It was kind of just too much with the weird aspects of, obviously the cannibalism is kind of like, ooh, that's spooky. That's fine. I guess like that part didn't really get me. I mean, it's gross, obviously. Kind of random with like the yellow tint skin. Like, is that something we need to talk about? Because this is kind of, I don't know why we had to do that. It's kind of random. Of course, also the most obvious thing that grinded my gears was the weird addition of the sister and it being like the mom and the son's, that's their daughter. Like, ugh. I just don't know. Like, that just was not necessary at all. So I feel like the original one was a little bit better. If that happened in the original one, then I don't know. I don't remember that part. I feel like I would. And I feel like I wouldn't have rated it a 7 out of 10 if I remembered that part. So take with that what you will. 6 out of 10. Not my favorite. And just a little too much for me, if I'm being completely honest. But with that said and done, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons, and especially Gave Up, AJ, Mark Sylvester, James Cox, and Keith Harvey. Thank you so much, and make sure to go ahead and check out my Patreon if you haven't already. Okay, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this movie with me, then checking out the Patreon is the way to do so. Link for that will be in the description below. Okay, so what did you guys think about this movie? It's a very interesting one to talk about because, I mean, I of course have to compare it to the original. Obviously, it's a remake. If it was a standalone and completely different, I wouldn't be comparing it to the original at all. If I'm trying to think of it as a standalone, it is a good, spooky, scary movie. I'm still good on the 6 out of 10 because that's not a bad rating, at least in my opinion. I don't think that's a bad score. 6 out of 10 is pretty high. Anything above a 5 out of 10, honestly, is pretty decent in my book. But I don't know, if I might change this later on. I feel like I might be a little too harsh, but I just have to go off of the initial reaction, which kind of left me feeling a little icky. Maybe I would rewatch this just because it is a little bit more Christmas-y than I guess the first one. The lighting makes it seem more of a Christmas type movie than the original, but I just like the original honestly a little bit better because it was not as gory, which mind you, the gore is not the problem. It was not as gory and it was still decently scary enough. There wasn't too much to it, you know? You got the sorority girls, you got some guy calling the house, and people are just dropping like flies. We gotta find the killer. Pretty simple concept. This one, it was like they created this whole lore of it being his house, and just, yeah, I don't know, like they created this whole lore, and then they brought in other characters. This guy's coming in, and he's suspicious. I mean, I get that there's also a boyfriend in the original one as well, but I'm just saying for this one, honestly, what made it drop a score below is the weird thing with the sister and the brother, and the fact that the characters weren't really fleshed out, and I couldn't remember certain people or their names or their characteristics or what makes them unique. So that's just my opinion. Yeah. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all of that jazz. And as always, thanks for watching.
Thank you.